Victor Black.
Victor Black.
Uncle Victor.
Victor Black Masterclasses.
Mr. Victor Black.
Virtual Victor, the safer use model.
DHT's role in testosterone usage. Welcome back. So far, we've covered estrogen and why testosterone works so well as a foundation in cycle design. But testosterone has another major pathway we need to understand. That pathway is DHT, dihydrotestosterone. In this video, we'll break down where DHT comes from, what 5-alpha reductase actually does, how DHT affects physique athletes, and why many common assumptions about DHT are simply wrong. Understanding this matters, because poor understanding leads to poor decisions. What is DHT and where it comes from? Testosterone doesn't act alone. In certain tissues, like the skin, scalp, prostate, liver, and nervous system, testosterone can be converted into DHT. This happens through an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. DHT is significantly more potent than testosterone at the androgen receptor. However, and this is critical, blood levels of DHT do not reflect what's happening inside tissues. Intracellular DHT is tightly regulated by each tissue individually. So seeing a number on a blood test doesn't tell the full story. Systemic versus tissue-specific effects. Here's where most people get misled. Raising or lowering systemic DHT does not guarantee changes at the tissue level. Skin, scalp, prostate, these tissues self-regulate. They can increase DHT synthesis or increase DHT breakdown. This is why one person gets acne, another loses hair, and another sees lipid issues, all on similar cycles. It's not DHT sensitivity globally, it's tissue-specific enzyme expression. DHT myths and the androgen receptor. Another key point, there is no DHT receptor. DHT works through the same androgen receptor as testosterone. So when side effects appear, acne, hair loss, oily skin, the real driver is usually total androgen load, not DHT alone. Blaming DHT as the villain oversimplifies the problem and often leads to poor intervention choices. Reference ranges and enzyme saturation. For reference, in healthy adult men, DHT typically ranges from 14 to 77 nanograms per deciliter. DHT production depends on 5-alpha reductase. As testosterone increases, DHT rises, but only up to a point. The enzyme saturates. Beyond that, high testosterone doesn't keep pushing DHT higher. This saturation effect is similar, though weaker, than aromatase. DHT, aromatase, and estrogen balance. DHT also interacts indirectly with estrogen. Testosterone and DHT compete for aromatase activity. Some individuals convert more testosterone into DHT and therefore experience less estrogenic burden. This is why some athletes tolerate higher testosterone doses with fewer estrogen-related side effects. Again, enzymes dictate outcomes, not blanket rules. 5-alpha reductase isn't just about DHT. 5-alpha reductase does far more than convert testosterone. It also metabolizes nandrolone, progesterone, and cortisol. Sometimes conversion makes compounds weaker, not stronger. For example, nandrolone becomes a weaker androgen. Cortisol becomes a less active form. This enzyme also impacts brain function, blood sugar regulation, fat metabolism, neurosteroid production, so blocking it blindly has consequences. Why DHT inhibitors often backfire? This is where many athletes make mistakes. Using 5-alpha reductase inhibitors doesn't just lower DHT, it alters multiple hormonal pathways. You may increase androgenic stress elsewhere, reduce neuroprotective compounds, worsen insulin sensitivity, disrupt lipid metabolism. DHT isn't the enemy, mismanagement is. Final takeaway. The goal is not to eliminate DHT. The goal is balance. Understanding enzyme behavior, tissue specificity, and total androgen load leads to better outcomes for health and physique. DHT has a role, and when respected properly, it supports, not sabotages performance.
Victor Black.
Victor Black.
Uncle Victor.
Victor Black Masterclasses.
Mr. Victor Black.
Virtual Victor, the safer use model.